darkness is your ally. You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it, molded by it. No one cared who I was till I put on the mask.
Take a look. His speed, his ferocity, his training. I see the power of belief. I see.
Boost your testosterone naturally by 300% full guide. I'm going to break down everything you need to know in order to boost your testosterone. Everything in here is exactly what I did to go from this skinny little geek to what I am now. And I can guarantee that if we looked at the results, I would have 300% had an increase on my testosterone. So without further ado, let's get into the supplements, the routine, and exactly what to do to increase your testosterone naturally. So the first and most important thing is obviously your supplements. The natural herbs, the natural vitamins and minerals that you can give your body to get there this week, and they will have an effect on you straight away. So this is what I take, and I wouldn't recommend anything that I wouldn't do myself, so always remember that. And these are all, everything in here is studied. It's all been studied. It's all proven to work in order to boost your testosterone. So I've done my research, as you should too. So don't just copy anyone on the internet, but obviously this shit works. So zinc, magnesium, and vitamin D. 3 basic supplements that you can take to increase your testosterone. There are other supplements, ashwagandha, shilajit, and tonga ali, that have a massive boost of testosterone. They're not vital, however, they're proven to work. But the 3 that you have to have, that we just don't get enough of in our diet, unfortunately, is zinc, magnesium, and vitamin D. With the vitamin D, make sure it's 10,000 IUs, especially if you're in a country that doesn't get a lot of sun, that's just miserable all the time. Like myself, I'm in the UK and we just don't get a lot of sun. There's too many clouds and you're not getting as much vitamin D as if I were to be in somewhere else, a hotter country. So 10,000 IUs. And people think that this is, you might think this is a lot, but it's not. It's not a lot. It doesn't matter. You want to boost your test, just fucking take the supplements. Omega fish oils as well. This should be in between. You can take it, but ideally you want to be getting all of these things from your diet. So just making sure that you consume fish and you eat your fish. But if not, if you don't have that in your diet, definitely take the omega fish oils, but not the cheap shit. Don't just buy any pot of fish oil that you see in the supermarket, because any random supermarket, let's be honest, they don't care about your health. You need to go and get the real stuff, the organic stuff. So just keep your eyes peeled and just use some common sense, really. The food, the most important part, I would say, of all of this is just think about what you're eating. Don't just consume anything. If you shop at the supermarket, again, the supermarkets don't care about you. Go and shop at the butchers or grow your own stuff. Meat and eggs. Evolutionary, we've been designed to eat meat. You could eat absolutely nothing apart from sirloin steak and you'd be absolutely fine. We get all the minerals and nutrition we need from meat. So stick to meat. Eggs as well. Eggs is a life source. Essentially, you're eating a fucking chicken, mate, in an egg. So meat and eggs, that's all you really need. Obviously, to look after and maximize your health, obviously, take all the other stuff like the greens, the stuff that has the real minerals and vitamins in them. But realistically speaking, you can get it all from meat. But with that said, stay away from the stuff in the supermarket. If you go to the supermarket, make sure you buy organic, because what they don't want you to know is that all of the shit in the supermarket is most likely, now I'm not saying they are, but most likely they're pumped with other shit. fillers and all of this other shit that you just don't need in your body. They do it to make money. They do it because they don't care. They just want to profit off of you. So make sure you buy organic shit, grass-fed stuff. Like when you shop for food, oh, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. Let's say you go and buy a chicken. That chicken is either mass produced and it's in a what do you call it? Like a factory, and there's just got thousands of chickens in there eating stuff that's been made in a machine, or you've got chickens that are running around on a farm eating organic. They're eating seeds from the grass and all that good stuff, which is where they get their nutrients. So you're going to be better off eating the organic stuff because it's got more nutrients in it. It's all real stuff. Okay, raw onions. Raw onions are just proven to boost tests. I mean, if you've tried it, it's fucking horrible. No one just eats raw onions because, you don't. If you struggle with it, just put a bit of honey on it. It makes it a bit easier, but still, raw onions boost test. Fish, omega fish oils, again, in your diet. Just make sure you get it in your diet rather than taking pills. You'd rather be getting it in your diet. Grass-fed, organic, everything you eat, just make sure it's organic. Read the back of the food packets. They're not going to tell you this stuff. And stay away from processed sugar. Sugar is the number one thing that I struggled with personally. Sugar, and I'm talking about processed sugar, not sugar from fruit. The processed sugar has a massive decline on your testosterone. It literally suppresses your testosterone. And this is something that I did growing up. I have sugar practically every day. And this is stuff that they don't tell you. So stay away from that shit. If your insulin levels are high, if you're having food cravings, eat fruit, eat the natural stuff, have a bit of honey, don't eat the processed shit. Okay, that's food. Habits, another super important one. They're not as important, however, they're definitely, this is a full guide, so it's things that you should take into consideration. Stay away from plastic. Plastic is in fucking everything these days, and you just got to stay away from it as much as you can. Say, for example, I haven't yet, and this is a fucking bum, but stay away from these, especially when you buy them new. It's plastic. And 100%, if you left this in the sun, all of these microplastics, they're just being absorbed, and yeah, it's horrible stuff. Same with like plastic clothes as well. Stay away from that. If you can, have woolen clothes. Microplastics, they get into everything, so just avoid it as much as you can. Microplastics, they get into your food, they get into your body, it's absorbed through the skin, and it disrupts your hormones, and that's not something you want to be doing. Building discipline. Okay, very important. Building discipline. Okay, it ties into the routine. Once you have discipline, you have routine, you know what's coming, you're doing things one after the other, you're getting shit done, you're not thinking about anything else because you have a routine. You're not going to be as stressed, and obviously stress links to lower testosterone. You don't want to be stressed, you want to be nice and relaxed, cracking on with the shit you got to do in life and not be fucking around. Sleep 9 hours, 7 to 9 hours minimum. Okay, every man, you should be having at least 7 hours sleep. If you can, and sleep is available to you and you can get 9 hours sleep, take the sleep. The more sleep, the better. You recover better in your sleep. You're repairing in your sleep. And that's where your body's repairing, it's building testosterone. So super important again. Filter your water. This ties into the plastic. Obviously, there's so much shit in the water. You've got I'm not a genius about this. I haven't done my research on this specifically, but from what I know, all these female pills that are going into the water, like, you need to avoid drinking tap water as much as you can. There's chemicals in there, especially if it's unfiltered. Get spring water, natural spring water, because there's microplastic, there's chemicals, there's heavy metals in the water, and again, these things disrupt your hormones. So stay away from the water, the free water, essentially. Don't put on your skin what you would not eat. Okay, there's loads of things I could name. I won't go on because I could go on forever. But let's say, for an example, sun cream. What's in sun cream? What's in 99% of the sun creams that are on the market is just basically petrol. Why the fuck would you eat petrol? You don't. Nobody does that. But they put it on their skin and they don't understand that your skin absorbs that and you're putting that into your body. Why? You're not thinking straight. Don't put this into your body. It's destroying your health. It's destroying your organs. It's destroying your skin. And you're basically just killing yourself. And people don't realize this. And it's crazy to me. And it's crazy the fact that I have to say this in the video, but people do it. People put this shit sun cream. If you are genuinely struggling with this, like sun cream, for example, there's always an answer to everything. You stay out of the sun as much as you can. Just do 2 hours a day. Use a organic sun cream if you can. Use natural stuff like coconut oil mixed with beef tallow and all the other stuff that you can get. You make your own because you're not putting that shit in your body. Training legs, habits, training legs, lifting heavy weights. Your legs are the biggest muscle on your body, and that shit's going to boost your testosterone. Lifting heavy weights, proven to boost your test. You should be doing it at least a few times a week. Now, for the bonus tip, right? This is for my skinny dudes out there. If you're genuinely small or you're struggling to boost your testosterone, oh fuck. Now, this is for my skinny dudes out there. If you're struggling to put on size, build muscle, boost your testosterone, eggs before bed or nuts, something high in protein with no sugar, that's going to boost your test. You're going to wake up rock solid, and by the end of the week, you're going to boost your test. Your circle. Don't hang around with women too much. Yes, because it's simple, really. You hang around with guys, you're doing hard shit. They're elevating you. They're making you better. They're forcing you to adapt and to better yourself. Of course, you're going to better yourself and you're going to boost your testosterone if you hang around with guys. If you hang around with women, I'm sorry, buddy, but you got to do something else. Fluoride-free toothpaste. This is another little bonus tip in there. I wouldn't necessarily say it's linked directly to testosterone, but it's fucking up your body. Stop eating the fluoride because it's fucking with your mind. When your mind's not right, you're not going through life thinking straight, and it's distracting you from your path. When you're off of your path, you're drifting, you're doing all this other shit, you're not thinking straight, you start gaming, you start playing the Xbox, you start hanging around with girls too much, you start wanting to get your pee-pee wet, and you do all these things that aren't in alignment with where you're supposed to be going, bettering yourself, being the best version of you can, building muscle, getting a jacked physique, and it just goes in a spiral down. So make sure you take all of these things into consideration, right? The habits, the food, the supplements, and go buy them. Go buy the supplements. Start eating healthy. Have eggs and nuts before bed if you're genuinely struggling. Stop hanging around with women. Get your sleep. Get your grass-fed meat. Stop eating sugar. That's basically it. Boys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this and you want to see a better one, you want to see a more improved one, leave a comment and I'll make one more improved so that we can boost our testosterone by 5,000% next time. All right. See you, boys. Peace. So, boys, if you enjoyed that video, give it a like. If you want to get around other guys on the same mission as you, get in elite physical condition, get in great shape, send me the word jacked. We can get you in the community. We can get you in great shape.